It's the premier pet industry event that attracts buyers and exhibitors from all over the world, and apparently birds. Hi, I'm Tiara Benaldi, and this is Zoe. The international influence is stronger than ever, with attendees representing 81 countries here at the show. And an impressive 26% of exhibitors have come from outside the U.S.
We did some research and we found that actually Global Pet Expo was the biggest trade show internationally for the business that we're in. So we knew that we had to come, and it was a no-brainer.
Just met with a global buyer in Europe, so those people are here. We want to be here in order to show up and have the conversations required.
We're here to network with our suppliers and our customers.
It's a great way to see the trends that are happening in the pet market, in the pet industry from 1 year to the next.
What does the future hold for the pet industry? Expert economic insights for 2019 and beyond were shared at the first ever APPA Young Professionals Education Session and Breakfast. Global Pet Expo TV's Kimberly Bottom caught up with keynote speaker Connor Lokar.
Connor Lokar is joining us now on Global Pet Expo TV with ITR Economics. Connor, thank you for speaking with us.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here.
So we were happy to have you this morning at the APPA Young Professionals Education Breakfast, talking about what we can expect over the next 10 or so years coming up economically. Give us the lowdown. What can we expect?
Yeah, this morning was all about letting young professionals know how the economy is going to be affecting them, both professionally and personally. In the near term, over the next 12, 15 months, things are going to slow down. Is it going to be the end of the world for them and their businesses? No, but something to be aware of. Longer term, obviously, the outlook is a little darker. We see the 2030s being economically painful, worse than a Great Recession, but even a depression, potentially.
So, I mean, obviously, we can't stop it from coming, so how can we prepare to best suit ourselves for that potential depression?
So our president always says you can't change which way the wind's blowing, but you can adjust your sails, and that's all about the preparation. That as a young professional, that means you have time. Your horizon's a little bit longer, so it's all about being diligent with your personal financing, obviously keeping your debt levels low, trying to keep your consumption and spending low to help with that, pay off your debt, and really just professionally make sure you're positioned in an area that can sustain serious economic pain. Now, the pet industry happens to be an excellent spot to be, so I think everyone in the room was maybe not happy overall, but perhaps a silver lining there.
Exactly. And you gave us a couple of reasons why the pet industry is a little bit more recession-proof, as you might say. What are some of those reasons?
So, recession-proof, as I said, it's a term I hate to use, but they're close to it in the pet industry, and it's an area of the economy and spending that we love, and particularly during recessions where we tend to see household formation and actual having kids actually tends to face some headwinds during recessions and economic uncertainty. We move that spending to our other kids, which happen to be pets in a lot of cases, so that can play to the benefit of the pet industry when times are tough.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
Very welcome.
This is Global Pet Expo TV.
Reducing fear and enriching the lives of our pets, it's what the Fear-Free Awards are all about. Renowned veterinarian, author, and TV contributor Dr. Marty Becker founded the awards. He honored several innovative products at a special ceremony and said he was particularly impressed with products that encourage pets to hunt for their food.
Food puzzles or food dispensing devices recreate the hunt within the home. Same thing for dogs, same thing for cats. Feed the body, feed the mind.
The 15th annual Global Pet Expo was a great success, proving this is the one show to attend.
We have such a great team that works on the show year-round, and they're super dedicated. They go out of their way to help the buyers and the exhibitors have the most successful show that they can, and we see it in the numbers. We've set records with exhibitors, number of buyers, number of countries that are represented. It's been a fantastic year.
Organizations that advocate for our industry also recognize the importance of attending the show each year.
It's absolutely essential for us to be here. We have the opportunity here to see people that we generally only interact with over the phone or via email, and the opportunity to sit down with people face to face, to have the meetings that matter. We can't get that anywhere else.
It's so wonderful to see so many APPA members giving back and supporting charitable causes. This toy was invented by disabled veteran James Hayes and named it after his service dog Barrett, after the German Shepherd kept destroying all his rubber toys. Now 100% of the proceeds are donated to Dogs for Warriors as a way of saying thank you to the organization that paired them together.
They're really near and dear to my heart because they bring in veterans and they bring them into their own home, They house them, they feed them, and for 2 weeks, you're there and you're like family with them.
Global Pet Expo Academy, sponsored by Hills, offers free educational seminars on the latest trends and best practices for building and growing a pet business. Famous cat veterinarian Dr. Susan Little spent her seminar debunking a few of the ideas you may have read online about how cat health is affected by their nutrition.
I want cat owners to think more about talking to veterinarians rather than just Dr. Google, who may or may not have the right answer. And so I always want to encourage veterinarians to keep an open dialogue. You know, maybe you have your own biases or your own way of thinking, but people are coming to you with their ideas out of a desire to do the best for their pets.
A bittersweet goodbye to APPA President and CEO Bob Viteri. He's retiring this year after 17 years with the organization. Global Pet Expo TV's Carrie Farinack caught up with Bob on the show floor.
Hi everybody, I'm Carrie Farinack. This is Global Pet Expo TV. I'm joined now by Bob Viteri, who is retiring after 17 years, 15 under the brand of Global Pet Expo. Bob, everybody wants to know what's next for you.
There's a lot of travel in my future, that's for sure. I'm doing Scotland and London and Belgium and Africa even this year. While I'm still upright, I figured I might as well take advantage of that, get as much golf in as I can, but I'm still staying connected. I'm still working with Habry, I'm still working with the Leadership Council. You can't just go from full speed to zero, and my wife is much happier that that's going to be the case and not home all the time.
Well, I know everyone's excited you're still going to be in the industry. You have seen so much change. Tell us really, how has this industry evolved since you've been involved?
Yeah, you know, since I first got here, the show was maybe 1,400 booths. This show this year is over 3,500, almost 3,600 booths. So our membership has gone from 650 to over 1,300. So it's basically doubled in size, and it keeps growing. And now, you know, as you see, millennials are taking over as the driving force in this. You look at the products around you here and see that's where they're going. I mean, this thing is just amazing. You know, pets are good for you, and we're trying to be good for pets.
And we've seen so much to the industry. I remember you and I talking after the recession, and really just, it kept growing even then, right?
Right. I mean, now more people are working either from home or they're working in cubicles or, you know, isolated type jobs. So you're not meeting people, but you need some kind of companionship, and guess who's there? You know, Fluffy's waiting for you when you get home, big lick on the face, no matter how bad a day you've had. She never had a worse day, so you're happy together. It's working.
Bob, thank you so much for everything you've done for the industry. I know I speak for everyone. I say we all wish you really good luck.
And Carrie, thank you folks. You do great stuff for us, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks. So for Bob Viteri, I'm Carrie Farinack, and this has been Global Pet Expo TV.
Steve King, who many of you may know as the president of the Pet Industry Distributors Association, will take over as the new CEO of APPA. And mark your calendars, Global Pet Expo 2020 will be right back here in Orlando at the Orange County Convention Center, February 26th through the 28th, with lots of products and pets. For Global Pet Expo TV and our entire team at APPA, I'm Tiara Benaldi. We'll see you next year.